Even during television's so-called family-friendly era, the enemy worked systematically to normalize values that would, prepare America for future corruption. The Ed Sullivan Show introduced rock and roll to mainstream audiences, presenting rebellious music as harmless entertainment while ignoring its spiritual and cultural implications. Western shows like Gunsmoke and Bonanza taught Americans that violence was an acceptable solution to moral problems, and that individual judgment was more reliable than legal authority. These programs presented vigilante justice as heroic and traditional law enforcement as honestly inadequate for dealing with real evil. Game shows and variety programs gradually introduced Americans to the idea that entertainment was more important than education, that celebrity was more valuable than character, and that being amusing was more significant than being useful. Television began teaching Americans to value performance over substance and image over integrity. God raised up visionary Christians who understood television's potential for kingdom purposes. Pat Robertson launched the Christian Broadcasting Network back in 1961, creating the very first television network dedicated to presenting the gospel through mass media. Robertson understood that Christians couldn't just criticize secular programming. They had to create superior alternatives. Billy Graham, honestly, became one of television's most effective evangelists, using the medium to reach millions of people who would never enter a church building. Graham's television crusades proved that Christian content could be both spiritually powerful and technically excellent, really setting the standard for all Christian media that followed. Local Christian television pioneers all across America began creating programming that served their community's spiritual needs. These early Christian broadcasters understood that television was a mission field disguised as an entertainment medium, and they used it to plant churches, strengthen families, and transform communities.